It's been less than a year since Martin Boyle cashed out his big move from the Saudi League, but could he be about to cash in on the money again with a potential move to Rangers being talked about? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Michael Beale has already made a lot of signings this summer, 9 in total, a lot of them in attacking positions, and could we see Martin Boyle be the final piece of the puzzle? Well, according to Rangers legend Kenny Miller, Martin Boyle is indeed the final piece of the jigsaw that Michael Beale needs at Rangers. Kenny Miller was writing his column for the Daily Record, and he says that he has wanted to see Martin Boyle join up at Rangers from even Beale's first stint at the club. So he's wanted Martin Boyle to join Rangers for a very, very long time. Now, Kenny Miller went on to say that this is not a knee-jerk reaction after the defeat against Kilmarnock. He thinks that they really need Martin Boyle. Martin Boyle could add something to the squad, and that Martin Boyle would bring something different that maybe the other strikers don't have, that Michael Beale has brought in, and that, of course, is pace. We know that Martin Boyle can be quick. We know that he's pacey. We know that he's got good reactions. He's very talented. Something that we haven't really seen from the new strikers Rangers have brought in. We've seen them up front together as a trio, and they all just seem to kind of get in each other's way. No one's really got that kind of agility. No one's got that burst of pace that Martin Boyle has. So when you look at Boyle, could he fit into the Rangers team? Definitely. And he was being linked to both Rangers and Celtic. He was being linked with a lot of big clubs before he got that move to Saudi Arabia. Now that he's back at Hibs, though, he's doing well for Hibs. He's a big, big player for Hibs. He did kickstart the comeback for Hibs in the Europa Conference League against the Andorran side. I'm not saying that Hibs would not have won that without him, but he did kickstart the comeback in that tie. And obviously Hibs fans love Martin Boyle, but how much would they love him if less than a year after returning to the club he decided to pack his bags and head to Glasgow to join Rangers? I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy at all, and you couldn't blame them if that is the case. But I think Martin Boyle is a good player. Is he going to stay at Hibs for the rest of his career? I would be surprised. I would be a little bit surprised. I'd be shocked, to be honest, if Martin Boyle did not get offered another big move. And Rangers is a big move. They're one of the biggest clubs in Scotland, the most successful club in Scotland. So Martin Boyle, if this move is on the table, then it only makes sense that he would want to accept it. And with Kenny Miller saying that there was interest before, will there be interest again? Or will Michael Beale want to focus on other positions? He said that he wants at least 2 more players brought in. Is that attacking players, defensive players? We don't know. But I do look at the Rangers lineup and I think they could use Martin Boyle 100%. But I also look at it and think they've brought in that many attacking players that do they really want to waste more money on another attacking player, another striker? How much would Martin Boyle cost Rangers? That is the thing. They got about $2 million for Kevin Nisbet, who did not have that much time left on his contract. So if you base it on that, I think they would want at least $2 million, if not more, for Martin Boyle, who is literally only 6 months into his new deal since returning to Hibernian. So, yeah, no, I think it would be a good move for Rangers. I think it would be a good signing for Rangers. Sometimes Old Firm players, and not players, but sometimes Old Firm fans will look down at non-Old Firm players and they will think that they're not worth signing, they're not good enough for my club. But I mean, time and time again we've seen that being proved wrong, and we've also seen the Old Firm miss out on a lot of players that they should have signed from the likes of Hibernian, from the likes of Hearts and Aberdeen. So yeah, the only way to get these players is to sign them. Will Martin Boyle become a Rangers player? I think there's a chance that he might. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think he'd be a good fit at Rangers. I think he's definitely good enough to play for Rangers, and I think he would add quite a lot to Rangers. He's got a lot of pace, he's got trickery, he's got skill, good finisher. I think his all-round game is good, and he's a decent threat up front. It's just a matter of Michael Beale's opinion at this stage, his preference. Does he want to spend Rangers' remaining money on another attacking player, or would he rather focus on other areas such as the midfield, such as the defence? I don't think he needs to worry about the goalkeeping position as long as they keep McCrory. I think McCrory and Butland will be absolutely fine, but there could be other areas where he wants to improve. Who knows? Some people have said a left back. Is that an option? Who knows? Maybe a first choice right back. Some people have talked about moving Tavernier into a different position. Who knows? I think Martin Boyle will be a good player. I don't think this is going to happen though. I think Rangers have brought in too many strikers this window. I just don't see them wasting more money on another one. Perhaps down the line, maybe in a year, who knows, maybe next season, Rangers could get rid of one or two of their strikers. Look how quickly they got rid of Cholak. He was a one-season player. Maybe some of these new guys won't hit it at Rangers. Maybe they won't cut it at Rangers, and we could see them out the door in a year's time, and maybe Martin Boyle will then get moved in. But right now, with a month to go in the transfer window, I just don't really see room for Martin Boyle at Rangers. That's my opinion, guys. Let me know your opinion down below. I'll catch you in the next one. And of course, been Fog Football. Thanks for watching, and peace.